Welcome to the who, what, when, why, where, how, and other episode of KW SVO. Alright, so KW SVO is by me for you. It stands for Kitchener-Waterloo Student Volunteer Opportunities. My name is Christine, and yeah, SVO is for all of the high school students or middle school students, anybody who's really interested in volunteering in the region of Kitchener-Waterloo and doesn't really know where to start. So I did create SVO, and its purpose is to help high school students to volunteer more. Sometimes people are a little apprehensive before going into a volunteer opportunity because they don't know anything about it, and so they end up not volunteering. So KW SVO is, I try to ask the questions that you would like to know, and I try to show you the environment that you could be working in. So KW SVO really is just created for high school students in the region who are looking to volunteer and need more information. So SVO is pretty much three parts, two main parts. There's the YouTube channel that will have all the videos on, and that's the main part of SVO is the videos, because you get a visual on the volunteer organizations. The second part is my blog. My blog will have pretty much everything that's in the videos and not in the videos written out, and it will have links to contact information, how to apply, all that stuff. So if there's not something in the videos, then go to the blog, and if there's not something in the blog, use the contact information that I've put on the blog. And then also I'm on Facebook, and I will be updating things, and even if I hear about like a cool event that's coming up in the area, I'll post that on there too. So please check me out on YouTube, my blog, and Facebook. Alright, so I will try to update SVO as frequently as possible. Right now, I don't have a ton of opportunities up, I realize that, but I would like to make this a resource in the future. So I'll be going to more organizations, ones that you could recommend. I will try my best to keep everything updated and add new stuff as frequently as possible. I'm visiting opportunities that are in the Kitchener-Waterloo region, and so it is primarily for students who are living in that region at this time. Alright, so there are so many reasons to volunteer. First of all, if you're in high school, in order to graduate, you need 40 hours of community involvement, so that's a pretty good reason. If you want to get out of high school, you do need to volunteer. It always looks good on an application. If you're applying to university or applying to a job, it shows that you care. It's very important to show that you do care, that you have a little bit of experience. It helps when trying to get a job, especially if you've been doing stuff more than your 40 hours, and you kept doing it, that showed that you enjoyed it and you didn't have to get paid for what you did, and that shows employers and schools. It tells them a lot about you. Alright, another reason to volunteer in general is it could really help you figure out what you want to do. Maybe at the Humane Society, you think you might want to be a vet, go volunteer, and then you realize that you love being around animals and helping them. So really, volunteering can help you so much to determine what you want to do with your life after high school. And we all know that the pressure to know what we want to do after we get out of high school can be very overwhelming, because it's a big decision to make what you want to do with the rest of your life. So if you can volunteer at different places, maybe you can figure out what you would like to do. And knowing what you would like to do for sure is a comforting feeling. Alright, so the last reason, and I think perhaps the most important reason for volunteering, is the impact that it has. This is all probably going to sound a little bit cheesy, but when you volunteer, you give a very small piece of yourself, but the impact that those couple hours can have on whoever you're helping is huge. It really is. Say you're walking, like in a walk, raising funds for a cause, whatever cause it may be. Sometimes the people affected by that cause that you're raising money for, they didn't know people cared. They got to a point where they didn't even know that people wanted to see a change. And by doing this walk, they're realizing that people want to see a change. They want to see them happy. And sometimes getting hope is really important, because hope, it's sometimes what keeps you going. When you've lost hope, it's not a good place to be. So sometimes restoring that, it's very helpful. So you give a tiny, tiny bit of yourself, but the impacts, you can apply to every volunteer and donation opportunity. The impacts are huge. And I mean, when you see other people feel good, it always puts a smile on my face when I can help other people out. And it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm spending my time well, you know, helping to see a positive difference come about in the world. So as cheesy as it may sound, I think it's very true, and it's the reason to volunteer. Alright, so I've set up SVO so that there's a certain path that you can sort of take to become a volunteer through what I'm trying to do here. So let's say you're looking for a volunteer opportunity and you have no idea where to start. I would recommend, if you want to use KW SVO, check out my YouTube channel and look at all the introduction videos. All of the titles will be KW SVO : the name of the place, like Humane Society, Registered Theatre, Kaya, whatever, and then dash intro. If you see that intro, that is your introduction, pretty much, to the organization. If you're still interested, after watching the intro video, then go and check out one of the Q&A videos. Alright, and during those interviews I pretty much ask the same 8 or 10-ish questions every time. I'm not trying to hide anything, you know, and the organizations aren't either. They're not trying to make it better or worse than what it actually is. We're trying to be honest because we want you to find an opportunity that you feel comfortable in. If you are still interested, I highly recommend checking out my blog. There will be links. My blog has all the information that was in the videos and more, probably. And then if you are convinced by the blog and the videos, then I have links at the bottom of how to contact volunteer coordinators to become a volunteer. I do hope that this will help you. So yeah, intro, Q&A, blog, apply. If you have anything, like constructive criticism, please, please comment. You know, I realize I'm not the best at editing videos or writing the blog posts. Probably not the best interviewer either, so if there are questions that I'm not asking that you think I should be asking, please comment away. You know, anything that can help make the show better, I'd really like to know. Please comment your experience. So, you know, if you've gone to KW Humane Society and volunteered there, write me a post and let me know how it went. If you see, if you're watching this and you're like, hey, well, you haven't covered where I volunteer, and, you know, we could use a lot more volunteers, and it's a great place to be. Comment again and I'll check it out, and because I'm always looking for new places to do SVO, so if you know a place like that, that would be great. Alright guys, so thank you very much for watching this introduction video. I hope that it is helpful to you in your volunteering pursuit. Subscribe, follow my blog, check me out on Facebook. I'm going to be updating, putting more episodes up as often as possible. So, you know, if you're looking now and you don't see something that you quite like, check back again, because hopefully I'll have more videos up. So yeah, thank you very much for watching.